February 28th, 2025. How's it going, guys? Well, I got another video for you. What we're going to talk about: Kansas City, Independence, Missouri, crime and drugs. So let's get started. All right, guys, I got a couple of incidents to show you, and this was on the way back tonight from up there north of the river. I was up there at the casino having a little bit of fun. But this is at a Dollar General over on 23rd Street. And there was a fire truck, some other vehicles. And then further on up, it looked like Independence had just left. He was just trying to get out of the area. I'm going to show that real quick here. And then I got another video where how when you go to your ATMs at your bank, you want to really be careful. And I'm going to show something over on Nolan Road. So let's take a look at this real quick. Let me put the speed down here a little bit too to see if it won't go so quick. You can see all those flashing lights over there. Now, Independence is going to be further on up, Independence Place, and it looked like he had just maybe left from here, and he was cutting across. I'm going to zoom in on that. See if I can get that glare down a little bit. It's almost too dark, guys. A lot of people out walking tonight. A lot of people don't have anything light to actually see them as they're walking along. Some of them walking in the street, not good. And here's Independence here. And like I said, I think he had just come from there. There'd probably been something else that took place. You can see that's Independence Police right there. And I got this in very slow motion. He was moving it on to get out of the way. But then we're going to show over here on Nolan U.S. Bank. Now, this is something everybody needs to be aware of, so hold on. All right, guys, so we're heading down to U.S. Bank down here. And there's going to be a gentleman up on the right-hand side. I wouldn't call him a gentleman, but he's got a tire iron. And he's just looking, it looked like waiting to prey on somebody. I'm going to show that. Now, you can see this guy right here. And there's a vehicle sitting here. And this already didn't look good, because you know how they even use those like adapters where they can put them in, just like even at the filling station and steal your card and stuff. Always look for that. Make sure there is anything retractable that you could, that they're trying to scam your card. But on top of that, this guy, he's walking back and forth, pacing with a tire iron. I'm going to lighten this up. Let's see if you can, I don't know if we can see, if I lighten this. Hold on just a second. Okay, guys, that's about as good I can do is brighten it up. But right there, about where you see my cursor, he's got in his left hand, he's got a tire iron. And he's walking back and forth. But we pull up here and we waited. Always also be careful when you pull up to these ATMs. Don't pull too close. Leave about, at least a good, about half or 3/4 car length. Because you never know if this person could be working with these people here. And they're trying to, maybe trying to rob you. Let me get this down a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. But, like I say, you never know if they're working in conjunction. This is just not good. Never in my life, lived here in Kansas City my entire life, and this is just like crud on top of crud. And to allow somebody walking back and forth over here by this ATM machine, even though he's on the other side of the fence, it don't take much to jump that fence or anything else for that matter. And he, and if, say, an old man or an old woman pulled up here, I mean, even if he walked around down here and didn't even jump the fence, I mean, it could be something bad. Something that, like I say, they need to be watching. And then he finally went back around and disappeared back behind these dumpsters over here. But I wanted to show that. And, you know, it's just another thing here. This is Independence. This is on Nolan Road. I mean, Nolan Road's busy. Just because it's busy don't mean there's not bad people and stuff out crawling around. You know, one thing you need to understand is, you know, you always need to be aware of your surroundings and always be prepared. Because the bottom line with this is, you know, lots and lots of experts will tell you one thing. When you think you're safe in one area or a place you're going, that's usually time you'll probably get it. So it's best to be on guard all the time. And like I say, you know, you can go have fun, but you definitely want to keep watching. But insane here, guys. Like I said, I don't think you guys can see that very good, but that tire iron's right there off to the left he was carrying. Anyway, I wanted to show that. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and speed this up so you guys can see this. See, he had something else in his hand on the other side too, but the other one was a tire iron. And he didn't have a car, so. Crazy stuff, guys. Very crazy stuff. I'm gonna run this one more time so you guys can see this. Just something to be aware of, guys. And I wanted to show this too. Like I say, there's a lot of homeless out there, but then there's a lot of ones moving drugs, doing other different things too. I think this guy was just a homeless guy, but the thing of this is they don't, some of these people are not dressed to be out at nighttime. They need to have something reflective on them, for one thing. Plus, this guy was going head on into traffic, what you're not supposed to do. And he turned his flashlight on. I seen him up here in the dark, but he turned his flashlight on just before we got up here, before the bridge. And I wanted you guys to see this. So watch. See that light? Now that was pretty quick, wasn't it? Now, if somebody wasn't watching, this guy could have got run over. And why he didn't have his light on, why he doesn't have a bike light, I don't know. He was holding this in his hand. Let's see if I can get this to... There we go. I don't know, guys. And we passed a lot of people tonight, even walking in the street. But I wanted to show this. Crazy stuff. All right, guys, we'll wrap it up. But definitely something to be aware of if you're going to an ATM. Do not recommend going to any ATM, whether it be U.S. Bank or anywhere else at nighttime. I definitely go in the day, but I have even been over there in the daytime, and there has been problems. There's so many different things I could talk about. It's not even funny. U.S. Bank even had deals where people were sitting over there running into their cars on the backside. I talked about that a long time back. Their employees don't even park in this one area on the backside. They all park one car length over, back behind where the other lines are, basically. And not good. That's why if you go to U.S. Bank, you definitely want to park out in front. You don't want to go to that backside unless you just really have to. And like I say, a lot of crazy stuff goes on over there. But I wanted to show that. It just shocked me that, you know, it was about 8 o'clock when we was over there. Here comes this guy, and he's swinging his tire iron in his left hand, and he had something else in his right and stuff. But he was pacing back and forth over there by those ATMs. And, I mean, probably looking for an easy target. You know, just not too long ago, there was another incident. I think it took place out in Las Vegas, Nevada. There was an older gentleman, and looked like he might have either had his wife or maybe his mother with him. And there was 2 bikers that was messing with this guy. And anyway, they were trying to stop him in his vehicle and stuff. But anyway, he pulled out a gun on him. Now, you know, this guy, he was probably 75 years old. And like I say, I don't know if it was his wife or his mother. And these guys were blocking him in and stuff. And then they were trying to act like they were the good guys. Well, there was two other ladies back behind him that were filming this. And this actually went all over YouTube. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not. Check it out. Look it up. But they should have been looking for those two guys on those bikes, definitely. Because there was a fire truck that pulled up, and then they tried to act like that the guy was the one that had chasing them or something. They weren't. He wasn't chasing them. They were chasing, basically trying to block him in. Some more bad people. Anyway, keep your eyes open and stay safe out here in Kansas City and Independence, Missouri.